Hey guys, welcome back to The Bright Side. Macy here, The Bright Side Girl, and today is the start of another Hikeathon reading vlog. Alright, so this is going to be the start of the 5th reading vlog. We've got 2 left to do. It is Memorial Day. We are back from our camping trip. I will link all the other vlogs, especially the last reading vlog. We rented a little cabin for a couple days and we did some really cool hikes, so make sure to go and check that out. I'm excited to do my 3rd week of Hikeathon. This is the first time that I have done a 3-week readathon. I'm really pumped to carry on with you guys and hopefully have a really good final week. And then today, I haven't jumped back into this, but I did finally finish The Last to Vanish. I will still say to physically read this if you struggle with audiobooks at all. The narrator's really monotone and she's not bad, but if you like to binge listen to things like I do where I listen like 2 or 3 hours at a time, it's kind of easy to zone out with her even though the story was interesting. I wish this had been a little bit more about the trail and the hiking in the mountain town. It was more about the mystery of the missing people and uncovering the secrets of the town. I think we're gonna settle at like a 3.5 for this one. We're using this one, I think, for the Has a Hike badge or trail on the cover or something like that. Put whatever badge I decide here. I'm glad I finished it and I will be recommending this for future readathons. So that is what I did today while I was cleaning up the kitchen, deep cleaning the fridge, and doing some light meal prepping. Like I chopped a bunch of whenever I clean out the fridge, I will like chop up the vegetables and get things like ready to cook meals. So I chopped up some zucchini and cucumbers. I made tea and cucumber water. I made some apple compote for yogurt and different things like that. I did that for a couple hours today. Also, I did want to show you, my friend gave me my very belated birthday present since I was gone last month on my birthday. She got me the Escape game, which this one I plan on reading for an upcoming readathon. A little hint there. And this is Marissa Meyer's newest book and Tamara Moss. I love Marissa Meyer so much. She's one of my all-time favorite authors. And this is like a escape room TV show murder mystery. I got this edition. I think she got it for me at Target. Really different than anything Marissa has done before because she does a lot of like fantasy and retellings or like superhero books. My friend also got me 2 new Book Gizmo sleeves, which I love these. So this is a dinosaur nature one. Been in like a weird dinosaur mood. These are book jackets that you put over your book and that way you can still like read your book. And then she got me a daisy one because these are some of my favorite flowers. Perfect for spring and summer. I think I decided I'm not going on a hike/walk today. I'm gonna give my feet a rest, especially since we did 3 this weekend. And I'm gonna do a little bit of gardening this evening and then I have to run to Target. But I'm gonna listen to a little bit more of this and hopefully physically read some more of my ARC as well. So that is the plan for Monday and I'll talk to you guys soon. I'm just out here checking on my garden now that we're home and oh my gosh, I missed this massive cucumber. I hope it still tastes good. It's so big. Hey guys, happy day 16 of Hikeathon. I did not get a chance to check in with you yesterday because yesterday was my away from home work day, but I did listen to some of my audiobook and I did stop by a park on the way home, so I'm going to show you that now. Happy Hikeathon day 17. So it is Wednesday at 1 p.m. Monday I decided not to do a hike because I was just busy like setting up for the week and cleaning and cooking and doing all this stuff, and I was really exhausted from our weekend of fun, and plus we did 2 hikes that day. So I did a small hike yesterday, and then we're gonna do something a little bit later today. I am almost done with how to survive camping. I think I have like 30 minutes left, so I'll check in with you in a little bit. I have a lot of thoughts and opinions that I want to share with you. I just wanted to check in though and say hi because I hadn't checked in with you for a little bit. I don't have a lot of plans for this first part of the week other than doing a lot of filming and editing and cleaning and regular work, just because it's a shorter week and so I gotta cram a little bit more in. But I do have my new Petrified Forest National Park shirt for today, and I do plan on doing some physical reading a little bit later as well and starting a new audio. I'll check in with you again in a little bit. At this trail, I want to show you guys something that you can forage if it's allowed. Okay, so this is a sign that there are rat tail radishes, and they make little seed pods that look like this, sometimes a little bit bigger. I'll show you here. You can eat these seed pods. They have the texture kind of like a green bean, but they're really like kind of spicy, like how a radish is. Ooh, and I think I accidentally touched some stinging nettle, so my hand is a little hurting now, so be careful when you're doing stuff. Happy Hikeathon day 18. So it is 5 o'clock on Thursday. I got up and I had to do some errands today. So I went to the chiropractor, I went to the library bookstore, I went to the library, I went to the post office, and then I did my hike for today. So I'm going to show you all of that now. hike that I used to do all the time, and I haven't done it in a while, and it takes about like 47 minutes or so, a little bit of an incline, so it wore me out a little bit more than I was anticipating. It has been the most perfect weather for Hikeathon we have ever had. It has been solid like 68 to 73 degrees for almost 3 weeks. It hasn't been too cold, it hasn't been too hot. It's been the ideal weather that I can walk any time in the day. I can walk in the afternoon, I can walk in the evening, I can walk in the morning. It's been so great. I don't mean to brag, but we had like 95-degree days in March for like 2 weeks straight out of nowhere, and then we had some colder days in January, so it has been really nice that the weather has just been so good. And I try to just gobble it all up because once it gets hot, it's gonna stay hot for like a long time until like November. Yesterday I went and did a hike at one of my favorite little lake spots. I showed you guys those rat-tail radishes that you can harvest. The name is not necessarily appealing, but they're really tasty. And then I got some stinging nettle on my hand. I have foraged and hiked and all this stuff for like 6-7 years and have never had a stinging nettle encounter like while hiking. The only time I've had a stinging nettle incidents is when I'm pulling it out of my backyard during the springtime. It's a really good medicinal plant, by the way, but you have to boil or heat it to get rid of the little stingers. They cause little welts and reactions. It goes away after a couple hours, and I had some like itching cream, but I just thought that was funny. I've like foraged and done all this stuff and I have never had an issue before. It wasn't on my game yesterday and I didn't see it. Plus I wasn't expecting it to be around right now because it usually dies in my backyard like in April. They had a little free library at that lake park that I went to, and I got a book. So I got 3 bags full. I think this is the book that they based the Sheep Detectives movie off of, which I really want to watch. Something is not right with George the shepherd. His sheep have gathered around him outside his cozy Irish village of Glenkill to assess the situation. George has cared for the sheep, reading them books every night, and now he lies pinned to the ground with a spade. Flock, far savvier about the workings of the human mind than your average sheep, set out to find George's killer. So they are like animal sheep detectives, and I've heard it's great, so I was really excited to find this book, and I need to go drop some off next time I go to that little park. Okay, so then yesterday I finished How to Survive Camping. This was a 4-star. I had a really good time with it, but I want to give you a warning because it looks so cute and it's like tiny, and it is cute and it's humorous, but it's true horror. Like, there is some gory descriptions in here. We've got a lot of talk of ripping out intestines and people hanging and blood dripping, and like, it is a lot more intense as far as the descriptions go than what I would prefer. But because of the way it's written and because of the humor of the book, and it has so much to do with different kinds of folklore, every kind of folklore you can imagine. There's fae, there's Christmas folklore, there's Halloween folklore, and all these different monsters at this campground. I just found it so interesting and just delightful. So just know that if you are squeamish, go in with caution. I do think the audiobook helped because the narrator was so good and fun, and I definitely will be continuing on with the series. I didn't find this like scary, but it's got some intense descriptions. I really liked it though. I thought it was a good time. And we are going to use this one for the Set at a Campground badge, and I'm changing the lake to the lake on the cover badge. I don't know why I didn't use that one to begin with, because we're going to try to get as many badges as possible. Then I kind of went off the rails and I started Attached at the Hip by Christine Riccio. She was a really popular booktuber. A couple years before I started doing book videos, she was like almost the top person. Everybody knew Christine. She's still really big. I just don't know if she makes videos anymore because she does a lot of writing and different things on Instagram. I tried her first book a few years ago. It wasn't quite meshing with me. I'm not the biggest contemporary, but this one has like a survivor rom-com vibes. I'm not entirely sure if this is supposed to be young adult or adult, but it's reading young adult, so keep that in mind. Our main character lives at home with her parents. I think she's like 18, and she kind of has everybody doing everything for her, and she decides to sign up for what she thinks is a survivor audition, and she gets cast in this show, and it turns out to be a survivor spin-off that is romance related, and she has to get attached by a rope to a former high school crush, and they have to do survivor activities, but also there's like romance, and I'm really liking it so far. It's more about the relationships than it is like the survival nature elements, so I'm hoping we get a little bit more nature once we go into it. I think I'm almost fourth of the way through the book, but I'm having a good time and it's just what I need because it's very light and fluffy and romancy, and I don't think it's going to be spicy, but I'll keep you updated. And it's kind of what I needed after some of these darker reads. So I'm hoping I can finish this and do something shorter the last couple days of Hikeathon. We'll see, because today's almost over. That means we only have 3 days left, but I'm really liking it so far. I still need to do some physical reading as well. I also went to Hobby Lobby that you saw, and I got some beads to make some more Hikeathon bracelets for the giveaway, a couple other things that I needed, so that was fun because I haven't been there in a while and I got to film some of the like woodland area stuff. So I'll check in with you guys probably later today or early tomorrow to wrap this reading vlog up and to start our final reading vlog of the readathon. For tonight, Jeff is working late, so I'm just gonna hang out, chill, watch some TV, do some reading. Got a phone date with a friend, and I think that's about it. So I'll check in with you guys later. Good morning, guys. Happy Friday. Checking in with you just to wrap up this reading vlog as of right now. So I have finished 6 books for Hikeathon so far. Honestly, very happy with this based on how my other readathons have been going, and just my reading in general this year has been a lot less. I wish I would have enjoyed some of these more than what I did, because I'm sad that I had 2 2-stars and 1 almost 2-star, but we got 2 4-stars and I'm still having a good time overall. I'm really enjoying my 2 other audiobooks, so America the Beautiful and Attached to the Hip. I may only have time to finish these depending on what our weekend activities are, and then I still have my arc that I probably won't finish in time, but we're gonna try to get as much done as we can. I'm gonna wrap this reading vlog up here and we'll get ready to start the final one very soon, which will also be out in a couple of days. Let me know how you are feeling about the 3 weeks of Hikeathon, if you feel like it's too long, if you prefer the 2 week, or if you're enjoying the extra time. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at The Bright Side Girl if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time on The Bright Side.